Hello, welcome today. This is an engineering concept. So if you're not an engineering or math student, this might not be useful for you. So today I'll be showing you about line drawing algorithms. And I'll be starting with the most popular one, which is the DDA algorithm. And like I said, I'm going to be talking about line generation or line drawing algorithms. So pardon that I mistakenly that out. Talking about line what? Drawing algorithms. Now, when we talk about line drawing algorithms, we have 2 points and we are looking for how to draw a line to move from the initial point to the final point. I'm going to be talking about the most popular algorithm here today, which is the DDA algorithm. It's very, very simple and it's very easy to understand. There are many line algorithms, but there are three major examples of line generation algorithms or line drawing algorithms. The first one is the DDA, which is also called the Digital Differential Analyzer Algorithm. That is DDA, Digital Differential Analyzer. The second one is called the Bressingham Algorithm, while the third one is called the Midpoint Algorithm. In today's lecture slide, I'm going to show you how to use the DDA algorithm, to draw a certain line. Now, like I usually do in my previous videos, I will show you the shortcut. I'm going to show you the overview, then I'm going to illustrate with an example. Now, let's look at DDA. Okay, so let's say we have a line graph and we are given 2 points. Point A is x naught, y naught, and point B is x1, y1. They now said you have to generate a line. DDA method is a method that you can use to illustrate the line, because without DDA, we need DDA to know how the line is going to be. Maybe it's going to be like this, or like this, or like this, or like, you can't really know for sure. But methods like this help us to know how to generate the line between 2 points. As you should know, a line is defined as a connector that is between two given points. So DDA method can help us to find the line that connects point A to point B. So let me show you about the DDA algorithm. There are three steps. Let me say there are 4 steps to DDA. I've made it very, very simple for you to understand. The first step is that you should find delta x and delta y. Delta x is what we know as change in x. Delta y is change in y. Now, I told you that the 2 points have, for example, a point A, the first point is x naught, y naught, that's the coordinate, and point B is x1, y1. So change in x is, you take point x1 minus the first one, final point minus the initial value of y. So that's how to find delta x and delta y. So the first step in DDA is to find delta x and delta y, and this is how to calculate delta x and delta y. The second step for DDA is to calculate the step. Now, I think this is the easiest part of DDA, because what is step? Step is, now that from this first initial step, from this initial process, you know delta x and delta y. So the step is simply the higher value between delta x and delta y. Okay, so let's say, for example, if delta x is 6 and delta y is 8, the step for this is going to be 8, because 8 is greater than 6. Another example is if delta x is 3 and delta y is 1, the step is going to be what? 3, because 3 is greater than 1. So that's step 2. So step 3 is that you're going to calculate the increment. That is x increments and y increments. Now x increment is delta x over this step that we calculated. Y increment is delta y over the calculated step. So from this, we'll be able to generate a table and know how to draw the line. Let's go forward. So I'm going to give you an example very, very quickly. Let me try and look for a suitable example. Let me check an example from my notes that we did in class. Okay, should be around here. Just a minute. Okay, let's say we have 2 points A and point B. A is 2, 2, B is 7, 2. So let me try and solve the example. Let's say given A is 2, 2, B is 7, 2. Now said you should use DDA method. I'm going to show you how to do it very, very quickly now. Okay. So from this previous slide, I said the first step is to find delta x and delta y. Let's do that now. Let's find delta x and delta y. You know that x naught y naught is the first value, which is 2, 2, and x1 y1 is the second value, which is 7, 2. So delta x is equal to x1 minus x naught, which is 7 minus 2. Delta y is 2 minus 2, which is 0. So we have that delta x is 5, delta y is 0. The second process or the second step we should do is to find the step. Obviously, when we look at this and this, since 5 is greater than 0, the step is equal to 5. The next step is to find the increment. So x increment is equal to delta x over step, which is delta x is given as 5 over the step is 5. So the x increment is 1, while the y increment is delta y over step, and delta y is given as 0 over 5, which is 0. This is saying that on the y-axis, there's not going to be an increase. So once you've completed these 3 steps, the next thing you need to do, because I mentioned that there's the 4 steps. So the fourth step is actually to draw a table. So I'm going to show you how to draw the table. Since we have just x and y, the initial value of x and y is 2, 2. Okay? Now, they said the x increment is 1 and the y increment is 0, which means that to go to the next value of x, you need to keep adding 1, 1, 1 to the previous value of x. To go to the next value of y, you don't need to add anything because the y increment is 0. So the first value of x is 2. The next one is going to be 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. This is the final value. And because there's 0 y increment, let the value of y be the same. 2 plus 0 is 2 plus 0, 2, 2, 2. So this is the table. So from this table, you can now plot your appropriate graph. Okay, so from this one, we can now draw our graph or sketch our graph. Now, I'm not going to use a ruler here. I'm going to do freehand sketching just to illustrate the concept for you and to you. So we have both the x-axis and the y-axis. So let's assume that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then for the y-axis, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's stop there. So the first value, the first coordinate we have is 2, 2 for point A. So 2, 2, this point A. Okay. Now the final point is 7, 2. This is point B. So to draw the line, they said the next point is going to be when x is 3, y is 2. When x is 4, y is 2. When x is 3, y is 2. These are another points that I'm going to draw a line through. When x is 4, y is 2. When x is 5, y is 2. When x is y is 2. So since there's no y increment, it's going to be like this. straight line. But so this is a successful way of using the DDA method to draw a line between 2 points. I hope this was very, very clear to you. I'm going to attach slides of this my notes to the description below. If you have any questions, please ask them. I'll be happy to help you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful time.